Hey, everybody, welcome to the Hoot Hobbs Show. I am your host, Hoot Hobbs. With me, as always, Mr. BT, Brennan Torres.
Hey.
And, of course, my right-hand man to the left, C. Wayne.
What's up?
And, yes, I know I don't sound like your normal host. That's because the weather went from 80 to 30 back up to 80 in about 4 days, and I'm feeling it.
Are you on the meds right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the vid. I'm kidding, I don't. I hope not.
Edit.
Oh God, people are afraid to listen to the podcast. They're afraid they'll get it. That's probably our demographic, though. I'm not gonna. I'm joking.
The Salisbury tastes like
you mean.
Salisbury's.
Oh,
Yeah, demographic, my bad.
yeah,
Honest mistake.
yeah. So obviously, I'm on all kinds of allergy medicine, and Colby. Man, I'm sorry. I'm stumbling right now. Let's talk about sports, man. Let's do that. Let's just run through it quick, man. I don't want a long sports thing today. We have long sports all the time.
Oh, you want me to start? All right. Lincoln Riley, he's a joker.
Okay, we're back. Okay, we
Broke
are back
my
on
heart.
Lincoln Riley.
I thought we were going to start with something,
You thought wrong.
Yeah.
It's all right. We got the Stoops back.
He said
man-
you thought
Stoopy.
wrong. We got old
The
stupid.
man, the myth, the legend. The man
Stoop.
that couldn't do anything with Adrian Peterson. Come on.
The nickname for
Hey, he
a
won
front porch.
In 2000 when I was born,
Yeah, but it wasn't with Adrian Peterson.
had Sam
but he
Bradford.
won one.
he had Sam Bradford, Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray. Anyways.
You know, during that time period, I was a Bob Stoops hater, and in hindsight,
I
it's
still
like
am.
I don't. Like, what was I always so?
Yeah,
what was I hating
I
on?
know. I
Like,
sit there and I
it's-
say the same thing, and I'm like,
'cause
I don't
Oklahoma.
hate Bob Stoops. I don't
Probably.
even hate OU. You want to know why? At least for now, we're not in the same conference. Now, as soon as OU joins the SEC, I will
Rivalry on.
gladly
They're dead
hate
to
them.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will hate on them so
I'll
much.
become an Arkansas and OSU fan.
hate.
Yeah, hate.
Quintuple hate.
Next person say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Please believe that.
Say less.
All right.
More about sports.
Okay, so here's my thing. Are we surprised with the Georgia-Bama game?
No, it's Bama.
No, not at all.
See, I wasn't either, man. Like, I really kind of, I guess
Georgia is-
going into it, I was like, man, Georgia's going to, I think Georgia will take the game. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, no doubt. And I was like, well, hold on a second. Y'all are sleeping. This is still Alabama. You know, this is still.
And that's still the man with that fiddle on the other side.
Yeah, that's right. I'm about to say, you don't forget that Nick Saban still has his golden fiddle, okay?
Exactly.
His soul is still sold. He
Yeah.
hasn't got it back.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
He heard you
Don't hate
doubting
the player, hate the
Yeah,
game.
hate the game.
He heard you doubting them from Alabama. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
they think Georgia.
He was like,
we're gonna
have you
win.
not seen my Aflac commercials? We're winning this game. And you're like, what? But, hey, man, they did. So,
It's all a setup. They lose one game.
So what does that do for the for your prediction?
I'm sticking to it, man.
Sticking
I
to
said
it?
Cincinnati
I mean,
all the way.
Pulling Cincy.
Yeah, so you're saying
Cincy
Georgia
to the
Cincy.
ship.
I'm thinking rematch, SEC championship rematch.
Really?
What was
Yeah.
my original championship game? Cincinnati versus
Georgia.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm riding it out, man.
Yeah,
I've
I
got
might say.
close.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you look at Georgia, or excuse me, well, yeah, you look at Georgia's schedule too. But when you look at Cincinnati's schedule, you're like, oh, well, I mean, you're pistol whipping a lot of blind kids.
I really didn't think they'd get voted in though, just because
I just see rematch. I see Saban and the Dogs going at it again.
No.
Yeah. Well, you know,
SEC rule all.
I think Cincinnati jumps Alabama with their offense because no SEC team has the Cincinnati offense.
I'm interested to watch it for sure.
I think their combos like Alabama's going to run all over Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati is going to quick pass and air raid the crap out of Alabama.
well,
Their West Coast offense.
Here's the deal. There's a very, very good chance we're gonna get to find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so-
that's been the strategy all year is
Yeah.
to air it out when in doubt.
That's
air
how
it out.
Texas A&M beat Alabama. And that Cincinnati's offense is only quick passes. and
Maybe
You don't think that Nick Saban's kind of adjusted for that though?
No.
Has no time
the
to
fact that he almost lost to LSU and Arkansas also, and they have the same kind of thing.
Now I can understand. Well, I would say almost
I don't think
listen to
he's used to
Arkansas this year. Listen,
Well, no disrespect.
everyone
They
but,
were in
Yeah,
every
I would
game.
say everyone but Georgia almost
If
lost.
we
to
played
Arkansas.
Georgia the last 4 weeks, we'd win that game.
I think so.
I firmly
But,
believe
well,
we beat Georgia
and
at
I
the
will
end of the
say
season.
this though about the Dogs, man. Georgia's been on the decline. I mean, their games, they're looking worse and worse
They
every
are.
game.
They do seem like they're trending in that direction.
Yeah.
So it always happens with them.
Yeah.
That's the Kirby Smart. That's his reputation.
Yeah, true that, though.
We're gonna come out 12-0, and then we're gonna get beat by 30. I love it. That's Kirby Smart.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, because that game was out of control. I was like, this is crazy. I like, no way. So let's move past that. So the Bulls got beat. That sucks. Long season though.
Well,
There's like 176 games in a season now. So
We have also noticed that there have been a lot of their players that have been getting held out from games because
Yeah.
of what was it, restrictions due to COVID, testing
Yeah.
positive or being in contact. or
yeah, I think
something?
it was being in
That's why
contact.
DeRozan has been out for the past 3 games.
Yeah, well, and without DeMar DeRozan, I mean, it's really hard to win.
It
I mean,
is, it is.
Don't get me wrong, taking nothing away from Dosumu or Vooch or Levine, any of them, but
Caruso.
yeah, man,
He can't do it alone, but at
Yeah.
the same time, he's been remarkable.
yeah, he really has. He's been
I hope
great.
he gets to play in the All-Star game.
Who's that?
Alex
Caruso? Oh yeah, man.
The bald Mamba.
Yeah, man. That.
Kobe was bald. The white Mamba. That's Scalabrini.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah. There's that. Cowboys are
Cowboys?
going to play again, but who knows how that's going to go. Well,
Probably
actually,
roll the
we
dice.
just lost this last game we played. No, we won.
won.
No,
we
they-
won against
Thanks
New
to
Orleans.
Taysom.
But yeah, so we won against them. So we might win this next one, or we might lose by 106 points. We don't know.
It is what it is.
You can count on Diggs getting that interception, though.
He's
gonna get
but here's
his.
the deal: if Trayvon Diggs gets an interception, we win that ball game.
Yeah.
Every game, we've never lost a game he's gotten an interception in. No, I don't think that's. I think that's
What's
that's
he have now?
accurate.
8?
Is that the stat of the day?
Yeah, don't stat that.
Don't quote him on it. But
Yeah, well, I mean, you can quote me all you
I
want
think
to.
it's
Just
8.
know that I don't know. I'm just talking.
I'm pretty sure he has 8 now. The
Yeah.
record's like 11.
Yeah,
13.
he's real close.
Night Train Lane, that's who has the record.
Yeah,
I think with 13.
yeah, cool. Yeah. So what else were we?
The Razorbacks got a bowl bid.
Oh yeah, the Outback Bowl.
The Outback Bowl.
Yeah, Tampa,
In
Florida,
Trampa.
baby. Yeah, boy. Heading down to that hot, sticky place.
Don't
man.
bring Irvin.
Oh.
Oh. But anyway, so we're going to play Penn State in the Outback Bowl, which I think that's going to be a good game because I think Penn State is good enough to really give some competition.
It's going to be a different look. The Razorbacks would not be used to playing that style of
Right.
offense at all because, they don't play anything like the SEC.
They don't play
Big Ten.
soft teams
Right.
like Penn State. Arkansas plays good teams.
Well, and the way I see it is it will be different. It'll be a good learning experience. Do I think that Arkansas wins the bowl game? Yes, 100%. I really have no doubt that Arkansas will win that game. But I do think it'll be. I don't think it'll be just something that's not even fun to watch, like like Cincinnati's entire season.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But
Or
anyway, I think
Georgia's.
it'll be a good competition. But I see
Even
us
bigger
winning.
ouch.
Yeah.
Georgia was boring.
Yeah, Georgia was boring because
beat on
every time they
Georgia
played
Tech all
everyone,
year.
including Arkansas, they just beat the wad.
If they play like Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Florida, South Carolina, like, come on, man. It's like, I don't
Hey,
even
we
know
got to
what it
play
is.
Vanderbilt. I'm like, oh,
They're 2-10. Oh, good
yeah,
lord.
Oh,
Make them take your test for you.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Show you the ACT score?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so hateful. We're being hateful.
Anyways, Arkansas by 10.
Arkansas by
They
10?
cover a 10-point spread.
Okay, I like that.
I'll go Arkansas by 7.
You're saying 7?
Single touchdown.
Under
I-
50 points.
I think I'm gonna have to jump on with Colby. I'm gonna say Arkansas by 10.
Under 55 points. The combined score between them and Penn State will be under 55. I think so. I think Penn State will get held
Really?
out to 17 max. I think Arkansas will get about 31. 34.
I just think we're losing a very
34.
important
That makes
player.
it 51 right there.
I just
Oh, you
think
said
I said
55,
55,
didn't you?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I just think because we're losing a very important player going into that bowl game, that's
Yeah.
going to really
Well, and
No,
that-
hinder the
Hasselwood.
offense.
There's a chance Hasselwood can play.
what?
Because of the new transfer portal rules, there's a chance that he can finish up the
So
season.
if Hasselwood transferred now, he could fill Traylon Burke's spot.
Yes.
That seems super sketch.
I saw it on
but,
ESPN. I saw it on
What?
ESPN.
Okay.
Lane Kiffin?
Wait a minute, slow your roll.
It's like, well, let me just leave after a game And before another game.
Yes, while being investigated for potentially recruiting violations.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and see myself out.
That's why Bob Stoops left. right
And
before
I
Lincoln
just
Riley.
got through throwing another coach under the bus at SEC Media Day
Yeah.
for something that I did that he didn't do. Crazy.
It
Crazy
is.
world.
But so Traylon Burks has opted out of the bowl game and his senior season to, pursue his professional career. A lot of people want to
First
get
round projections?
Yeah. I'm about to say, and that's the whole
First
thing.
wide receiver drafted.
A lot of people are saying like they have some kind of problem with him doing this. He's got unfinished business. He got that. Let me tell you something. Traylon Burks has put the work in. He is a big part of the reason Arkansas is what they are. And if this kid wants to go pro before he gets hurt, by all means, go and make your money,
Yes.
Traylon. I mean,
Support your family.
yeah, absolutely.
Live your dream.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you do, don't get caught.
Keep it quiet, man.
Yeah, that's right. So always one move, player. Don't get caught.
Don't pull it like that Las Vegas wide receiver. I don't remember his name.
You talking about Marv?
No, the one that got in the high speed wreck this year because he was like,
Oh yeah, Ruggs, the kid from Alabama.
Yeah, the one that killed those folks.
Yeah.
a woman and her dog.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just talk for a minute about that meme you sent me about how Derek, what's his name, Derek Carr?
Yeah.
The quarterback for Las Vegas?
Yep.
Yeah, Derek
Yeah.
Carr, how he's turning into Marv from the Wet Bandits. From
Raiders
Home Alone.
lose,
He
yeah.
looks like him.
They turn everybody scraggly.
Yo, we're the Sticky Bandits. Yeah, I think that was in the second movie.
It's a
but-
rough life out there in
Like
Vegas.
Renfro, they're a little wild.
It has to be, bro. He aged 40 years overnight. It's so crazy.
Their little slot wide receiver, the white one from Clemson, Renfro.
Yeah.
He's like probably 24, and he looks like he's 35. Like
Hold on a second.
'Cause he's
Okay,
been playing for them.
what's wrong with looking 35 is my question.
because he played for the Raiders for one season. That's why he went from 24
That's
to
a good
35.
point. If I was, of course, I guess I can't say anything. When I was 21, I looked 35. So
Because back in college, he was looking young. Now
he
all of a
was
sudden
dominating the ACC. As impressive as that is,
all right,
Maryland and Boston College are pretty top tier.
Yeah.
You get to the NFL and you're facing Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. You're like, hold on.
Hey, let's pump the brakes.
I thought
for
they
a
were in
minute.
the NFL.
Yeah, I'm more of like, does the NFL have a G League?
Do y'all have
arena football?
y'all
Yeah,
got
the
North Carolina?
XFL.
North Carolina's not on the schedule. That's weird.
It's like, well, that's because you're in the pros now.
Carolina Panthers are pretty close to that.
It's like, I don't think I like that. No.
What about, can we play the Jets? They really resemble
Okay,
Boston
look, man,
College.
and here's the deal. I'm gonna rip on something that I love so much. Kids like that need to go to the NFC. I about to say everyone knows I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but if
But
you're
the
gonna
NFC
survive,
is
you got to go to the NFC because
True.
that's some soft football.
It's like the East. It's like the East in the NBA.
It's like the exact opposite
Hey, hold
of
on.
It is.
The NFC East and the AFC East are like exact opposites.
Yeah.
We're not looking at the Dolphins.
right. Yeah.
what about the AFC
forgot they
West
were there.
with the
Yeah.
Chiefs and the Raiders? That's a pretty good one. Chiefs,
Yeah.
Raiders, Broncos,
Yeah, that's
Chargers.
true.
Oh, the NFC West with Arizona is really good too.
Yeah. Hold on a second. What has happened? What wormhole did we slip through that all of a sudden the Arizona Cardinals are the best team in the league? Like what?
And then
They have the
Seahawks,
best record
the
in the
Seahawks
league.
are terrible.
It's the same one that the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Bills all became like contenders. That's the same world we're living in.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
what-
so
what?
weird.
Because
Thankfully, the Browns and the Jets still aren't.
Yeah,
as
I
good.
say no worries. The Bears are still terrible.
No worries. The NFC
the
East is
Lions.
still.
Hey, they won a game.
Yeah, all right.
Hey.
Detroit.
No worries though. And the NFC East is still up for grabs for all four teams.
No kidding, man.
So sad.
It is. It's so stupid because the last loss that the Cowboys got should have knocked them out,
I know.
and they're still
They
contending.
should have
I'm like,
killed their dream. They
Yeah.
should have no shot at playoffs. And they're in a chance to win
Yeah,
the
I'm about to
division.
say, but now we're not even looking at a wild card slot. We're looking at, we're not even going to play in. So I was like, what? So everyone in our division of our conference is terrible, correct? I'm like, yes. I'm like, well, all right, we fit in then. I had such high hopes for the Cowboys this year.
They're like 8-4, aren't they?
yeah, but
Everyone else is like 6-6, I think.
yeah,
The Cowboys,
except for the Buccaneers.
yeah, the Cowboys just have to beat out. They play Giants one more time, right?
Yeah,
They just got to beat them and then beat the Eagles.
No, we play Washington. We play Washington twice coming up.
Oh, yeah, they forgot. They play them this week.
I think we
skip a
play
week and play 'em again.
Washington, Eagles, Washington.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
They just got to win once against Washington, and they should be set.
Oh, hey, you know what? I know. I'm sorry. I'm switching subjects, staying on sports. But okay, so you remember how I was talking all that smack last week about LeBum and him being a snitch and everything?
Them people out of that game.
Yeah. Right. So, like, here's the deal. I'm not retracting or walking back anything I said because LeBum's still a snitch. However, I will say that I saw a TikTok of the people of this person sitting right behind the people.
couple that got thrown out.
Yeah. It was someone sitting behind them, and they gave a little context to it. Apparently, allegedly, the woman, apparently, Mello and the dude were chirping back and forth.
Okay.
And then it was quit whining LeBron, that kind of stuff. No big deal. Well, apparently, allegedly, this woman then says, "I hope your son dies in a car crash." And I was like, "Whoa, that sounds like something you don't even like. Why would you yell that
so out of
all
place?
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying allegedly.
You're trash.
said
I
this.
hope your son dies.
Took it to a pretty far place.
Yeah, so I am going to say this: if that is what happened, LeBron, you still snitched, but I don't blame you. I'd have been tell them to get out before I smoke this fool.
I agree that it was a horrible thing. Should never been said. They really deserve to be thrown out of that game for making such a hateful comment.
Right.
But
That's not his job.
Yeah. You're not my supervisor.
And also, this is professional sports. Have you never been to a professional event of any sort and been in a crowd and heard what grown men say, what grown ass men say at games? I mean, come on, that was weak sauce.
Yeah, it was.
If that's what he got offended by, good luck going to, we said last week, being a Yankee fan and
going to Fenway. God,
they'll call you everything but a white man.
Yeah, and they might even call me that. We don't know.
That's pretty offensive nowadays. I wouldn't want to be caught being a white male.
Unfortunately, I glow in the dark, so
facts.
It says that might be due to where I live in nuclear test site.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I was gonna say about the Raiders, tough places. You thought the Raiders fans are crazy the past
true that.
decades ago, but I was like,
The 70s
You never been in a
Raiders
Raiders
fans.
game when they're playing for the fourth in the AFC West, and man, it goes crazy.
Yeah, I mean that is a violent place.
Gosh, what it was? Somebody got stabbed out there in one of those West Coast games, at a Niner game.
Yeah.
A Raider fan.
It was
a Niner.
it
Roll
was
Tide.
Oakland, San Francisco, Battle for the Bay or something like that.
When the Raiders were in Oakland, that was when they were really rough.
Yeah, I say
Vegas.
What was it? Dave Chappelle said when you leave San Francisco, is bye, thanks for visiting. Come back in April. We're having a sale on Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
And then you cross the bridge, welcome to Oakland, bitch. He said, ain't nothing happy on the other side of that bridge.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh man, that was crazy. That was a funny joke though. But anyway, you got anything else you want to throw in on sports?
Go Bearcats! They're riding it out to the chip. I think they beat Georgia.
He's hanging in there with it.
Here's the deal. If Cincinnati goes up against Georgia, then I will always root for an SEC team.
I just have to say, roll Tide. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I roll Tide.
I've been
It's
a Cincinnati
unfortunate,
fan
but-
since I was born.
Hey,
I've been a Nick Saban fan since going back to whenever
Never.
before he left LSU and went to the Dolphins and really sucked it up. I still liked Nick Saban even at LSU. I respected him because he was like, this guy. There's something there. And then when he came back and built this monster that he's built at Alabama, I don't know. I respect him in a way, kind of like the way as a Yankee fan, I used to respect the Boston Red Sox, some of the players on the teams that beat us all the time.
yeah.
So it's a mutual respect kind of thing. To me, he's like the end-all, be-all of coaches. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet against him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No love for Bob Stoops.
No love for Bob Stoops. Not for
What?
me.
He
Not for
lost
me.
to Pete Carroll, dude.
Yeah, I would say I'm.
And Nick Saban.
Everybody's lost to Nick Saban. He sold his soul.
Well,
That's fair.
yeah, it was.
I think that's when he sold it, actually. Or did he sell it when he left Miami? Because that was pretty rough.
Yeah, you did it for Namath.
Yeah, he won a championship at LSU. I'm going to Miami after he
Yeah.
said he wasn't going to Miami.
That's like Ed Orgeron. We won a championship next year. You're gone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
No one's gonna hire
I guess
him.
that's it for sports.
All right, cool. So, excuse me. I know I sound horrible tonight.
Not just tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
And we're back, folks.
yeah,
Sheesh.
here we go. All right. So, okay, Colby, okay. So
He's asking for it.
he is.
I'm begging for it.
Give me an update on your your debacle. Is that a thing? A debacle? Your relationship ending.
My personal life. Got it.
Yeah. Give me
pass the mic.
Well,
Yeah, pass the mic.
the
to C.
betrayal
Wizard.
has been real. It started with Lincoln, you know.
Started with Lincoln,
And
Riley.
it
Got it.
meandered its way, and then no disrespect to her. I already said her name, but I don't want to really again. But
I got
no
you.
disrespect to her.
That's-
She's happier. I said that's all that matters. When we got together, I told her
Yeah.
whatever's happier, do it. I'll support you.
Yeah.
Like it or love it or hate it, I'm going to support you because I do care for you.
Yeah.
I did love her. I wasn't in love with her.
Yeah.
say that.
I got you. That's all right.
I was talking to Lance about that earlier. Help break it down. There's a difference in loving someone and being in love.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, man, late in the last couple of days, man, it's just
Oh God.
lost in
He
the
said.
sauce.
He says all this nice
got
stuff.
turned upside down.
No
he-
disrespect to her, but I,
It's you remember what is it, that show Impractical Jokers?
yeah.
They'll walk around and be like, no disrespect, and then they'll say something inherently disrespectful,
Yeah.
like
The no disrespect
yeah,
doesn't
but no-
clear it.
Yeah.
Well, like no disrespect. I'm not disrespecting her.
No,
I
I
mean
know,
everything
I
I
know.
said, but like the way she deals with breakup is not how I would. But
Right.
everyone's different. I might not
True
do
that.
it the best way. She might not think my way's good, but that helps her, I guess. My way helps me.
Yeah,
Her
you
way
ne-
hurts me, but
You never
it's
said
okay.
anything disrespectful as far as how she's handling it on her end. I mean, that's
She's just-
how she feels is how she feels.
She's
right?
doing it how she did every other breakup, which is if she feels better, do it. It just bothers me a lot. But that's not my place. So she can do what she wants. But the other day, we were texting and whatever, and she said something really suspicious, and it's not my place.
Sus, bro.
She avoided like my question, which is not my place. But
That
the way
hurts,
she
bro.
avoided it, I had to ask.
That's what I was afraid the story was.
What's that?
Whenever he first said, "Hey guys, I got an update on the story,"
Yeah.
this is already starting to sound like it's what I didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that one I'll tell you off of this.
Yeah.
But this one's different. But like,
Bet.
we're
I
just
bet, homie.
we text each other, and I asked something, and she answered it never how she's ever answered me before. And I was like, something is up. It's not my place to ask, but I just want to out of a respect thing because I knew she'd been lying to me about some stuff.
Out of respect, I'm going to violate her privacy.
my own
Because
respect.
I know this person's going to tell me.
No, my own respect because she'd been lying to me.
No, I get it. I really do. I understand.
I think I've
At
been there
21
before.
years
I get it.
old, at 21 years old, this makes sense.
I just wanted.
What
We're going through a divorce at that age, so of course it makes sense, man. I'm sure that.
Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, it is what it is, but
Right.
at that moment, that pain that you were
Yeah,
feeling,
man,
you
it's
could
real
relate.
stuff, man. It is, and I get it. But like, I'm just all I'm doing is offering you outside perspective
Yeah,
on this,
yeah, I get
and I'll
that.
let you finish what you're saying. But like, you said it, and you said it, and you're right. You're like, I didn't really have any business asking you this, but I asked you. I'm like, okay, and that's why I make the jokes. Like, I don't have any business, asking this, but I am going to violate your privacy and ask you these questions that you don't have to answer. But if you don't answer the way I want to, I'm going to get upset.
Well, I wouldn't.
Okay, do you understand? Now you hear
Yeah,
it.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, all right.
I knew she'd been lying about stuff because her friends told me.
Right.
My friends that are her friends with, that's a friend with the person that she's been hanging
Okay.
out with. So I knew she'd been lying. And
Okay.
if she'd told me the truth, I would have never cared to ask. But I don't want to be lied to and disrespected like that after what I found out happened a couple months ago.
Oh, and the plot thickens, though.
Dun, dun,
Okay,
dun.
so I'll just stay
Yeah.
shut up until you tell the whole story. Go ahead.
Well, it's something. Let's just say there's a big rumor.
Yeah.
But there's a rumor some stuff happened when I was out hunting for like 10 days straight and I had no service and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know the answers.
Hold on one second. Hold on a second. When you were out hunting for like a week?
Yeah, for
So
during
like
Thanksgiving
just like
break.
a couple weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said a couple months ago.
Well, there's something about that too. when I
Oh
was
my
gone.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. He goes hunting all the time, folks.
Well, that one wasn't hunting. I was just hanging out with friends all day.
gasp. My goodness.
Anyways.
Let me ask you this. Because I know you're not wanting to put all that business on this, but it's what everyone is thinking it is, right?
The one from November, that's what the rumors about what everyone's imagining.
Oh, okay.
The one in the
okay,
summer
okay.
is something different. It's like hard to explain.
Okay, all right. So,
Yeah.
but there's no like straight up mutiny that can be proven, right? I mean, as of now,
No.
gotcha. Okay. So
Yeah. That's why I said it's a rumor.
Really, right now, you're just kind of bugging then because, like,
I just want to know what the truth
the
was.
rumor has it. What do you know? What do you know? What do you think you know? What do you really not know?
Right. Yeah.
I just want to know the truth because, like I said, I asked her because I knew she'd been lying about something, and she said she wasn't. When I knew she was, that's why I kept asking because I don't want to be lied to. I want to have some respect for me because I gave her all the respect.
Right, but you guys are broke up.
Yeah.
No.
She's I
just want to clarify.
Hey, she asked me that stuff, so I was open up to ask
Right.
her.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. If you're having like if you've already been pressed with all the same questions and stuff, then I mean,
it's a
fair
two-way
game.
street. We were doing the exact same thing.
Okay.
Toxic.
Okay.
It was toxic, probably.
Okay.
But oh well.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably, but. Hey man,
At
look,
least
if
I
you're
know.
going through a breakup, man, it ain't nothing.
At that point, he doesn't really give a
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not trying to be. I wasn't trying to dog her, down her, but like. You break up, you can't just still look the same. You can't look at the person the same way. You cannot. It's impossible.
Right, especially
At least
if
right
there
away.
are.
Stipulations that come with it.
Well, I was going to say rumors floating.
Well,
but-
yeah, that
but
too.
Yeah. Okay, so is that pretty well all you have to say on that? Or you got
Yeah,
more?
about the lying thing, but like I found, I did not, but yeah, I don't know, it's still a rumor. But I just want to know like what's up, what hasn't happened, stuff. But
You want to know the facts as opposed to like.
yeah,
what
I don't want to be
your-
lied to.
What's
about
your
it. That's all.
imagination?
That's all. I won't
Your
care.
imagination runs wild.
Whatever the
Yeah.
answer is, I won't care. But I just don't want to be lied to because I know which ones are the lies,
Right.
but I don't know which one's right. But that don't matter. But I was gonna say something about like girls having the guy best friend. Like they always have the guy best friend after you'll break up or the week before it happens. I was like,
Hey, that's old
Yeah.
Jody.
it's planned.
Jody shows up whenever you're on deployment.
It's like, are you heartbroken? I'm sorry. Do you need me to get you anything?
Yeah,
Give you
anything at all.
anything.
Yeah, wink.
But well, this isn't even about.
That joke was risque.
This
Anyway,
isn't even about. This is like. This is how I felt about every relationship I've had. All my friends in their relationships, like every time, or like the relationship's starting to go bad, there always seems to be some guy best friend that's more and more relevant.
Yeah.
And
the
that
closer
stuff-
you get to breaking up, the closer they get. It's
And then like a
weird.
week later, you see them like always hanging out and stuff. You're like, that's been planned for months.
Yeah.
Girls premeditate breaking up with people. That's a fact. I've heard it from every girl I've talked to.
Premeditation.
Like
My God.
they know
We're
months.
throwing
ahead-
around some words
No,
now.
They know months ahead of time that they're going to start pulling away, so it hurts less. You know, they stop feeling it and they just deal with it for a little bit and they're gone.
Right.
That's what I've heard from every girl.
Okay.
But
Premeditated.
You got to be careful throwing words like that around.
that's a good word. It was
Yeah.
premeditated. Man.
Yeah. I don't like that
Doesn't
word.
mean it goes to killing. Come on now. Come on.
Once they start throwing that premeditated word around the courtroom, it's over with, homeboy.
It's like, whoa, wait, where'd who go?
I got warrants.
Oh God. He doesn't really. He's kidding.
No. I don't. I shouldn't. I don't know. I don't think so.
Check
But,
your parking tickets.
Yeah, for real. That would be the only thing. I'm about as. I used to be wild. Now I don't even know if I'm spicy enough to be called mild.
Sheesh.
Anywho, so I actually took the youngster out with me today. We had a little
Field trip?
yeah, man. I had an install to do today, and this whole story is weird. So I texted him yesterday. I know he's starting his new job here soon. I know he's moving back in with his with your mom.
Until I leave, yeah.
Yeah, until you leave. So I was like, oh, well, maybe he's like, maybe he's not working. So I texted him. I was like, hey, man, you working tomorrow? Yeah, what's up? You need me? Hey, well, no, I mean, I got an install to do tomorrow, and he's like, yeah, what time? It's like,
That's awesome.
Straight up, you can read the text. I was like, all right, bet.
Hey, and then
I believe it. I've texted you. I know how you talk.
Yeah.
I was like, you got off work? He's like, yeah, I'm off work. Come get me. So I went and picked him up, and we go over to my customer's place to put in this really pretty door I built. It's really nice and everything. He tells me, hey, the customer, he tells me, hey, I'm going to send you my daughter's number. She'll come open everything up for you and everything. I was like, okay, great. Thank you. I called her. She says, yep, no problem. I'll be there. She gets there. She lets us in. Very nice girl. She has a friend with her, I guess. Didn't ask. Wasn't my business. Didn't care. I'm here to do my job. Excuse me, Well, as we start our job, there starts to be like, you start noticing the conversation go from a volume about like this to kind of get a little louder,
Like the tension was there, and then it was just like, it's like we knew him.
Yeah, like all at once. Like, look, man, I'm in there doing this. This is my job, man. So I'm just like
Minding
doing
your
my
own
job.
business over
Yeah,
there.
right. And like, don't get me wrong.
Letting them live their life.
Yeah, right. And don't let me paint a weird picture. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We were just
this
in
isn't the start of an adult film. Okay?
No, like we're in their living room.
We're here to hang a door.
Like they're watching
If
TV.
only, guys.
They're watching the TV
with
a little kid.
Yeah.
And we're just putting up a door inside the living room, so we had to be in the same room as them. Couldn't do anything about it.
right. So,
Yeah.
but the conversation gets a little bit, volume goes up a little bit, so we don't have to eavesdrop. I'll put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
But we could hear everything. 'Cause
We're in the same room.
it was echoing.
It's in their big like open living area.
We were
so-
15 feet from the max.
Yeah.
5 at the closest.
Yeah. Well,
Because they were sitting on a chair right by the wall.
anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so they start talking a little bit.
They were
And-
within hearing distance.
Yes, yeah, within earshot, if you will. So anyway, this one starts talking about her breakup. Yeah, you see where this is going on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He said,
Hey, yo,
dude.
clip.
Hey, yo.
No, so she starts
L's in the
talking
chat.
about her breakup, and this one, I mean, she's a cute girl. She really is. She's got tattoos all over and stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say I dig it, and everything. Now that makes me sound weird, but please understand, I'm more than 10 years older than this girl, so it's not.
And
Yeah, no, and you're
you
a
also
fan
have
of
a bunch of
tattoos.
tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm
covered
admiring.
in ink.
You're looking
yeah,
at
exactly.
You were looking at the artwork, like her tattoos.
Right, and I was, and like she actually has one on the back of her neck that kind of goes
That
up the
was
back of
cool.
her head, and it's a mandala. But I was like, oh, that's really pretty. And she's like, yeah, I have like over 30 tattoos, and I'm there in a short sleeve shirt, I'm sleeved out, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I've got a couple,
On my left arm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I got a couple, and that conversation ended, but. Anyway, as this conversation about the breakup keeps going on, I was like, okay, here we go. And I started kind of getting, the idea, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she's putting out the vibe. So I was kind of looking at Colby and kind of, giving him the old like elbow nudge.
Joshing me
like,
up.
yeah, trying to gas him up a
Being your
little
hype
bit.
man.
Yeah.
You got this, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know. The conversation ends, or like our listening to it or whatever, So I get it hung, I get the door hung, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I've got to come back and do this, but I'll do that next week. We can have a little small talk. I get paid, and we're out the door, right? No problems. And now, I forgot one very important point. As she's talking about her breakup, and I was kind of gassing him up a little bit, I happened to maybe be like, oh, man, him too, man. Like Heartbreak Hotel up in here.
Like a
bro.
week
I was
ago,
like-
yeah.
I was like,
Should've
hey,
dropped
they
the
broke
name of
up
the
like,
pod.
yeah, And she was like, oh, really? And instantaneously.
Mine was 2 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, And so anyway, that little conversation ended, and we were leaving, and my customer's daughter, who I think is the type of person I like, because she was like, not to be outdone by that jerk who sold him out, I'll do it too. She goes, hey, good luck with your breakup.
Yeah, as I'm walking away, I was like, that's awkward.
And I was like, oh, he'll be fine, man. Look how handsome he is.
That's where it got awkward.
And Tattooey, she made no bones about it, man. She was like, oh, yeah, he is, talking, he's handsome and everything else.
Yeah, no.
I told him, I was like, go in there
Tell
and give her
everybody
a-
every week.
Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, bro, go in there and give her your number. No, I need to show. And here's something I will say. Okay, this is when nobody's listening besides me. He says, no, I got to show ex-girlfriend some respect here, and
Yeah.
I don't need to be doing that. And
Too soon.
Sure. And I do respect that. There's a lot of character in that right there. However, I am here to teach you the unwritten rules. The unwritten rule is simple. I know I coached you on it a little bit earlier, but it is 2 weeks of mourning for every 6 months you spend together. Okay, and that is only if you are the instigator of the relationship ending. Okay, if you are the receiver of an ending relationship, as in you are the quote unquote victim.
The one that was dumped.
Yeah, the one that was dumped. Yeah, you have no grace. You have no grace period. You do you,
baby boo.
Yeah, hey man.
Yeah, well, it was mutual for us, so I guess.
Pass go, collect $200.
We both
You're good.
We both instigated it.
Right. So if you both instigated, it was a mutual thing that gives you guys a good hearty handshake and move on to give it the old college try.
Absolutely.
So-
Good try, guys.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was just fantastic, to be honest with you. And I was really I was trying to gas him up, man. Hey, man, look, I'm biased. I'm his uncle, okay? But at the same time, you're a handsome dude. Hey, okay, but hold on a second. What did he say earlier? He said, "Oh yeah, they're eyeing him though." I'm like, yeah, the old fat
Lance.
guy.
Dude.
They're eyeing the old fat guy.
Dad bod over here.
They couldn't tell you're fat, man. That sure made you look good in there. I was looking at you, man, because they were looking at you. Let's just say, when you were carrying those heavy metal and your arms were
Looking strong,
flexing,
man.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, just looking
popping.
strong.
His arm was just like the size of my quad in there. It was insane. Like he had his pump game on.
Yeah.
I think you guys aren't giving each other enough credit for yourselves. in this
Yeah.
I don't want to
situation.
take it.
I feel like we're giving each other too much credit. We're not giving ourselves enough.
Yes.
We're neither of us are trying
We're
to
just
take
trying.
it.
We're just trying to gas each other up, bro. That's all it is. But
I'm trying to put it on him.
None of this actually happened, right?
yeah, well, no. Anyway, so I went from being his uncle gassing him up to being his big brother beating him up. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" I was like, "What are you doing?
didn't
You're
shoot a
single."
shot?
Yeah, I was like, "Man, you miss 100% of the shots you
You
don't
could
take."
have at least got her phone number and been texting.
Michael
her.
Boo,
Scott.
that's what I said, bro.
Michael Scott, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right, man. But no, man,
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
No.
that's Michael Jordan,
Michael
but
Scott.
Michael Scott did steal it, fair and square. Steve Carell's character did steal it. But no, man, I was there. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Go in there and give that girl your number." He was like, "No, I can't do it." I was like, "No one's saying that it has to be anything crazy."
No, she could actually genuinely become like a real close friend, helping you through this point that you're going through.
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
Sometimes you
don't even
just
know.
need a little,
a little love connection.
yeah. I don't know, like
My wife.
my wife. Anyway, if she's not meeting a need, and I'm not even talking about a sexual need, but if she's not meeting a need, and I go find another woman to, like, say it's an emotional need, like a talking to or something. I don't know. I don't have a lot of emotions, but
You don't have a lot of people you talk to.
yeah, that is a very good point. You guys and everyone who listens to this, I guess. Hey,
So just
in the
us.
words of Matthew McConaughey, green light. That's pretty good, McConaughey, wasn't it?
Still, Trump's the best.
Okay, well, I don't know if I could actually do. Well, I am Trump with the China virus, okay? Because my voice isn't good. Anyway,
no.
yeah. So anyway, the point I'm getting to is this: like, say I find comfort in another woman, in even like just talking in an emotional sense. Like, I want to talk to her more than I want to talk to my wife. Guess what? That's cheating. Like, just because it's not a sexual act, or doesn't mean it's not cheating. Like, if you put someone or in my case something ahead of your, I would just say, significant other, that should cover all the bases.
Yeah.
Then technically you're cheating on them. Like, I cheated on my wife with a motorcycle club. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
I cheated on my daughter with a motorcycle club because they weren't as important to me as they
should have been.
As
at
they
that
should have
time.
been, yeah. And that's why I ended up leaving. I had
Same
to,
reason I left.
yeah, I had to save my family, man, and you know what? I ain't never looked back. I'd much rather have my wife and kids. My kids are pretty dope. They drive me nuts, dude.
It's their job.
All right, we'll move off of all the stuff and things.
The
things
betrayal.
that- yeah,
Why Lincoln?
yeah, Lincoln Riley.
Why God?
I will watch every USC game for the next however many years, and I will post it on Instagram every time it loses. And then post Bob Stoops at Oklahoma winning and say what could have
Oh,
been.
Stoopy stepping up.
Droopy
to the
Stoopy.
win- God. All right,
Bundy
I guess
Gundy.
as long as he hasn't. Oh my
Because he
God.
kills their
I'm not
season.
gonna let this go.
No,
not for a
he's
while.
not. Okay, so let's move past it once again because it is December. 'Tis the season, boys.
Wish I had some jingle bells.
Jingle bells, boys. All right. Anyway, so this week, what we decided to do was our favorite holiday episode of a television series. Who wants to go first? BT, C. Wayne, Hootie Who. I'm getting the finger, so I'll start us out this time. I actually have two, and I know I'm just the overachiever, you know what I mean? Number one, though, for me, my actual pick would be Season 9, Episode 10, title The Strike, Seinfeld. It is the Christmas episode in the 9th season where you are introduced to the Costanza's Festivus. Because, Frank, who is Jerry Stiller, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Jerry Stiller, who is Frank Costanza, Jason Alexander's character's father. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Frank Costanza hated all the, or didn't like all the material and religious aspects of the holiday season. So, Jerry's Jewish and everyone else celebrates Christmas. Well, the Costanzas had Festivus. It's Festivus for the rest of us. And like they have all these ridiculous traditions, like taking turns standing up around the table, telling everyone how badly they disappointed you over the year. And instead of a tree, there's just an aluminum pole. So yeah, it was very silly, but that's probably one of my favorite Christmas episodes of a television show. I don't know. I was one of those guys who really liked Seinfeld. So,
Seinfeld's great. No, I didn't go in that direction with mine, but you said you had one more.
Yeah, I'll let you guys tell yours, and I'll tell mine last.
Okay, the one that I'm going with, and I'm actually, now that I think about it, I might have another one, but the one that I was going to pick was the very first episode of The Simpsons. It's the one about Santa's Little Helper, and it's the episode where Santa's Little Helper's brought home. Homer goes, and he's having a bad day, goes to the track, bets on the dog because Santa's Little Helper, and then the dog loses, and then whenever they're leaving, he ends up taking the dog home, and that's the Christmas gift because he had no money because he bet all the money on the dog.
Right, yeah.
So it was a cute episode. I love it. It's, it's like the first episode of The Simpsons, so it's hard to miss.
Yeah, right.
But it's also, you can tell watching it, like, man, The Simpsons had a lot of growing up to do. They were going through some growing pains.
Yeah. All right, what about you, C. Wayne?
Mine goes back to my childhood.
Okay.
I was born in 2000, blossoming, beautiful child. Anyways.
And
I was blessed.
So humble.
I was blessed, that I am. I was blessed with SpongeBob from the gates.
True that.
And so I have to pay my dues. My favorite one has to be the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick have a massive snowball fight, where SpongeBob's like sitting there with his arm automatically spinning them and Patrick's eating them.
And SpongeBob puts a funnel in the top of his head and starts just cranking them out, right? I know the episode,
and then Squidward gets in the middle of it, and they build giant forts.
Yeah,
it's my favorite one.
That's it.
I'm going to watch that tonight, actually.
Yeah. Squidward builds the massive fort, right? Yeah, man.
He's just hosing them, and they're like, Squidward, stop. Yeah. It's done.
That's a good one, man. Yeah. That's a really good one. All right, so I guess for like an honorable mention, I don't know if I can ever put out a list like this without talking about Letterkenny. I don't even remember like I did with Seinfeld because I had to recently look that one up. But I do know the title of it. It's the best Christmas party ever of Letterkenny, and I don't know that. Of course, that show's super inappropriate not suitable for all audiences. I'll put it like that. However, that Christmas episode was pretty good, and I won't really get into too much of it. If you want to know what it's like, watch it. It's funny. It's really funny. Wheel Snipe Selly boys. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with Letterkenny. It's so funny.
Nah.
And it's that humor that catches you off guard. Whenever you're not like expecting a joke to be there, that's where the joke is.
Yeah. And there's a lot.
That's what my parents thought when I was born.
Oh my gosh. No, but it has a lot of dad humor in it too. And I mean, on purpose, they'll even say things like, boy, that suit. Like they were talking about a homeboy's suit. And they're like, that suit's so dad that it came home on lunch break to play Goldeneye. You know? It's like, that's so dad. It's checking the tire pressure right now in the driveway. Yeah.
Yep, 31. Good to go.
It's just, I don't know. It's
like,
very
hold up.
show.
You ain't leaving this driveway.
Yeah,
hold on.
I got to check the tire pressure. Let me tell you something. My father never checked my tire pressure. He was like, you can't figure out that tire's flat. You got problems, boy. Go.
Yeah. That sounds like Kenny.
Yeah, pretty much. My sister, on the other hand, oh, boy, yeah, he just, my car won't start. Well, I'll carry you. Like, what? Just drive.
You say how far?
Hop on my back.
Yeah, I was like, my truck won't start. It's like, I was like, you're walking.
Back in my day, we had to walk up 3 mountains in the snow in the middle of the summer, 150 degrees.
Back in '82, Coach put me in. We'd won state for sure. I can throw the ball. I can throw the pigskin a quarter mile.
Quarter, see the mountains over here? Throw it over them.
It's a little Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, Uncle Rico, whatever you say.
Rico.
Yeah. So, what else do we want to throw in here? Do we want to throw anything else in? Or are we ready to say our goodbyes?
No, I had another one. Remember?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was a Christmas critter or a Christmas
Oh,
critter
no,
episode. Christmas
South
of South
Park.
Park.
No.
It's ridiculous.
The woodland critters.
Woodland critters. That's what it is.
Those are terrible,
evil.
man.
So and then what's funny is the big payoff at the end is it's Cartman telling a story at school.
Yeah.
Trying to get a joke on Kenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not Kenny, Kyle. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Kyle.
it's always Kyle.
Yeah, it's always Kyle. Everything. I mean, that's the new COVID South Park. That's one of the inside jokes. I don't want to go into it. Spoiler alert. It's way too new.
Yeah.
But the joke, it's fantastic. The layers they go to for this joke.
Oh, really? Okay.
You have to check it out.
Okay.
I got an honorable mention.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm pretty sure Ernest, I think it's the Ernest Christmas movie. I'm pretty sure he has one.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest
yeah.
Saves Christmas is available on Disney
His
Plus
Halloween,
right now.
his
Yeah.
Halloween one's good too.
Yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's a classic.
Bro,
All of
that's
them are
my
good.
stuff.
All
man.
of them are good.
Watch that all year.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. I forget the name of the dog.
Why do you always talk about dead people? We talked about the dead dog earlier and that dead lady because Henry Ruggs.
What?
Yeah, we brought
I
that
don't
up.
even want to get into this,
Rip.
man.
We always have
Yeah.
dead people on here.
Let's not do it. Merry Christmas. Golly.
Harry Chrysler.
Bah humbug and a happy new
For
year.
real, man. Golly. Hey, Mr. Grinch.
Wrap it
why don't
up?
you- Yeah, I guess.
I love it.
Yeah, well, I
Tune in
guess.
for next week.
Well, I guess the show's over.
Good.
Fine. I will be here anyway.
It's fine.
That's not true. That's
You
not
can't
true at
hurt
all.
me.
But looking
Damage
forward to
is
this
done.
all week.
For real.
yeah,
real.
Brandon.
So, hey, I'm not going to say anything. As soon as he texts you, oh my gosh, I'll tell this story because, you know,
La Bum over here.
La Bum across the way over here. Oh, what is that? Bumden Torres?
Brain
Yeah.
dead Brandon. What?
Golly, brain dead Torres.
Dang.
But so we get a text yesterday, which is our normal recording day, and he says, "Hey guys, can we not record tonight?" Essentially, I'm not going word for word, verbatim, if you will.
Yeah. Because I
Hey.
forgot to let you guys in on it as well that I forgot.
Yeah, and he was like, "So like I forgot to tell you guys, today's Ruthie's birthday. Ruthie is Brandon's
My
wife. Sorry. Anyway, it's her birthday." And I was like, "Did you forget that?" I don't know if you forgot it was her birthday or not. I'm not, and even if I knew, I wouldn't put it out there, buddy. Anyway, but we were like instantaneously when I saw that, I was like, "Oh yeah, we're not recording tonight. There's no way." Because he was like, "I mean, like if I need to, we can." I was like, "No, you won't survive
The
the
doghouse
night
is
if we
waiting
do
for you.
that." There would be no doghouse.
Like, no, got
there
you.
would be no house. She'd be like, "Hey,
Not
welcome
even a
home.
dog.
Sit down, go to sleep. I'm gonna light the house on fire."
What really happened is I lost track of the days. That often happens to me because I'm tracking days just by one day at a time, not necessarily by what day today.
Right?
is.
Yeah, man. I
So
got
that's
you.
how I lost track of it. I thought the birthday was gonna be on Thursday. That was my bad. So I was off the
okay,
day.
okay.
We would have been all good in the hood, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not even close. You made a good decision. You made a really good decision. Like,
So no, I
cancel.
got up and then I realized what day. Well, I realized the night before because we had a Christmas party that we had gone to, and she had reminded me, but
Right.
I had completely spaced on it because I thought again the Christmas party caught me by surprise because I was already dreading having to go out and do a public outing gathering type of thing.
I was gonna have to be around people.
Yeah,
Ugh.
so that was automatically putting me on edge, and then my mind just slipped on the days of what day it was because I know the day of her birthday. Obviously,
Right.
it's like I know that by the back of my hand, but I lost track of the days, and then I had to oh man, I got to tell them, but they can
Yeah.
do it without me. They've done it without me before, but they were like, no, we got you. It's good.
Yeah.
We'll just do it later. It'll give us more news.
Yeah,
Everything's
and,
good.
it really did, kind of. I mean,
New things happen.
new things happened. The Bulls lost.
New content.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I sound terrible. So I think this would be a good enough place to wrap it up. So to all of you lovely listeners, gentlemen, ladies, squirrels. I don't know. Whoever's listening.
He, they, them, zays, theirs.
Yeah.
Follow us on the socials, please.
Yeah. Follow us
Interact with us. Leave comments. Let us
Yeah.
comment back. If you don't like something, let us know. If you like something, let us know. So
Put
we
your
can lean
number
into
the comments for us to guess what the area
Colby's
code
down
is.
bad right now.
No, I'm not
so
down bad.
hit him up.
If I was
You
down
up?
bad, I would have walked back in there.
All
Fair enough.
Yeah, that story won't be on here.
I'm not down bad. I'm up good.
Fair enough.
You up?
Yeah.
Always up.
Y'all find the podcast on Apple, Spotify, anywhere. Download it, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Right? They've already said find us on the socials. We're there all the time. Wrapping it up here. We would like to say thank you so much for sticking with us every time. So from C. Wayne BT and myself, Hoot Hobbs, we bid you good night.